There are laws in place, both federal and state, for disseminating threats, terroristic threats. And I think a lot of times kids need to remember, and I say kids because we found a lot of these cases are juveniles. Uh, Kids need to remember that they're not playing little boy and little girl juvenile games anymore. They're playing big boy and big girl games now. We're talking about federal court. We're talking about your families being culpable, you being civilly responsible, your parents being responsible for your actions. So not only do I encourage the children to seriously consider what they're putting out on social media, but the parents need to monitor this as well because they can also be culpable in what their children do.
What we don't want to do is spend our time investigating things that really aren't real threats. So they should never be made to begin with. They get people in trouble, and it's not just school trouble. It's not suspension or detention. It's a crime.
So in a lot of cases, what we'll see is where a social media hit starts may not necessarily originate here in Greenville. It may be somewhere else in the continental United States. What we've found a lot of times in almost every situation, or in absolute every situation over the last few days, is that these situations are unfounded. They normally come, again, from out of state, Michigan, Colorado, California, where we'll see a Snapchat that's shared and it just starts in one place and spreads like wildfire.
I would say this: don't do it, because if you do it, you're going to wind up here, and then you're going to wind up in a detention facility. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for you. It's not worth it for your life ahead of you, and you put a lot of people at risk.